Hey, good morning. How are all of you today? This is Teresa, and I am going to be um, I'm going to be working on some tags and all that. I'm going to put my mouse out of the way. I've started with these two. I'm working on some tags, um, and these are drying right now because I've glued them down, and I've got to trim them up. Okay. I'm working on my husband's birthday card because his birthday uh, is today, actually. I'm going to be working on a postcard. I wanted to show you my postcard that I got from Zena Pierra, the Sassy Crafter, if you don't know her. I don't know how to link anybody's stuff in here or not right yet, so I will find out. Um, and my postcard is uh, a cloth postcard, and instead of putting it in my postcard book, I will be putting in my album, my fabric journal. So now I'm making some tags for fall, and I'm working on that, and I'm going to finish up my husband's birthday card, which is right here. This is the Make a Wish thing, dandelion part, and I've got the die cut for making that. So I thought, birthday, make a wish, Okay, so little cliche, right? And this gold bag, I don't know if you can tell it, but it's got kind of that glittery, diamondy looking stuff on it. Well, this bag was given to me by my 8-year-old granddaughter, who is now 22. Before they left and went to Michigan, I'm in Alabama, so they were about 900 miles away from me. So she gave me this, and I thought, what a special way to preserve it. So I fixed this. I'm going to sign the back of it with my name and his the date on it for his birthday, and I'll put the inside of it. And then I have a piece here that says best wishes for your birthday. I'm also going to be working on another birthday card for my friend whose birthday is also today. So I will be sending it out after a while. I made a pocket, which um, this right here should slide right down into here, which you don't have to do that because it actually glues down to a page. Okay, so it glues down to a page, but as you can see, it's a pocket, and you can just put, like you can put your tags and stuff in, or a little memorabilia or something like that. You've got 3 separate slots to do it with. Okay, so I've got these tags that I haven't finished yet, so I'll just show you a little bit about it right here. Okay, and this, like I said, this was part of a Christmas box. So what I'm doing is I'm going to decorate the front. I'm going to put the back of it. I'm going to have some hey, Janet, how are you, sweetheart? I saw your video, Janet. Oh, and y'all, Janet has for the replayers, Janet Nash also has a channel. I'm afraid I don't know how to link channels yet to mine. I can do it in everybody else's, but I don't know how to do it in mine. So, so yeah, today's been a rough day. My husband's friend passed away today, and well, he's our next door neighbor, and his friend, he used to go out and sit and talk to him. He was an elderly gentleman, and he'd go out and talk to him and sit and talk to him. So it's been kind of a rough day. So I wasn't able to sleep. So I thought, well, why not? But I saw your video. I loved it. Your clusters. And I love that yarn shop. That was so good. Yes, I would have. Oh, that's okay. Thank you, Janet. My husband, I didn't know he had already passed away, and his daughter went over, and she actually found him, and she ran out and told me that her daddy was on the bathroom floor. So that scared me, him being an elderly gentleman. So I ran in here, and I got my husband out of the shower to go help him get out of the floor because elderly gentlemen, they don't want just a woman to come in there and pick them up out of the floor. So I ran in here and got my husband to go help him, and he went in and he come back out and he just told me no, he isn't there. He's not here anymore. So it upset my husband a little bit. Anyway, here's a card that I'm going to give her. This is one of my, yeah, I know. It's been a rough day, sweetie. Anyway, this is a card I'm going to give to Sheree. That's his daughter. And I've got to finish it up. I'm going to put my name and or my chop and the date on it. And, put with sympathy. So I think she'll like it. So I got some pretty painted papers that I'm going to be using in my tag making and stuff today. I'm going to find me a little bit larger tag for this. And I'm going to lay this. And today's my husband's birthday. So I made him this birthday card. So I've got to finish it up. I'm going to stick these right up here because I'm going to address and date them. And I'm going to take... But I'm going to find that other tag that I was working on because I just had it in my hand. And this is another pocket that I made. And like I said, you glue these onto a page, okay? And what you do is it gives you 3 slots. Like otherwise, if it didn't have the 3 slots in it, I'll tell Rick you said happy birthday, Janet. Beth wished him a happy birthday earlier. Beth's going to get a birthday present from, this is a card. So you can put, from the top here, I made some longer ones. But you can also take and go to this little short pocket in the bottom and through the center of it and put, whatever you want to. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. It's telling me that you put that I'm live, and I appreciate that, sweetie. So what are you doing up so early in the morning? Or is it late in the morning for you? I'm not sure. I sat there and I watched Zena for a while, and then she took and left. I got booted off the computer, or off, lay down there. So I didn't get to say goodbye to her. And by the time I come back, Zena had already gone off. So I didn't get to tell her bye. I'll tell her, what happened later. But she was doing so well making these little things that I really want to make some of them. And see, I'm going to put lined paper on here. And I'm going to put some lined paper here so that you can write on it. And I'm going to embellish this, but I really like that. See that texture on there? Can you tell that's a texture, or does it look just like lines? I can't really tell, but you can feel it. It's a texture. And when this dries, that should go away. That glue spot should go away. And then I have this one, which I want to trim down, and I'm going to have to trim it across here. And this, I'm going to trim it a little shorter. I'm going to just take this one and trim it all the way down to here. If I can get it straight. My eyes are crooked today, or this morning. I've been up for a while. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate you keeping me company too. And I want to make some clusters. Y'all have got me, Mary and you and Sheree. Y'all have all got me wanting to make clusters now. So that's what I want to do with this little piece right here that I cut off. I'm going to make a cluster out of it. I think it'll be a cute cluster, don't you? So I'm going to throw that over there to the side. And this is the way I cut my tags to make it even. I kind of fold it right there and make sure the edges meet right there. I don't fold it in half. I just And then I take and snip off it. And there. See? Can you see that? Let me, maybe if I put white behind it. So anyway, I'm going to take, and I thought that made a really cute tag. The material, these particular materials, I got from Laura, Jersey Creative now. She used to be Jersey Crafter, Jersey Creative, and she sent me these materials. Oh gosh, a couple of years ago. Um, and I've just been petting them, and I said, well, I've got to use them. You know, that's all there is to it. I've got to use them. Um, I've got to use them. I've got to make them use pretty things and everything, and quit petting these pretty things because my room is filling up. So there's two of my tags. This one here, like I said, I don't know if I told you that this one here was made from a Christmas box. Okay, it was the top of a Christmas box. Oh yeah, I'm believe me, I'm collecting up bits and pieces as I go. But it was the top of a Christmas box, and I don't know if you can see it. It did have joy and Christmas and season's greetings and all that. So I took and made the pocket and the tag, and I'm going to come back with some lined paper so that you can write on the back of it, use it for a journal spot, and it goes with this tag here. And I may take and cut this down to where it will fit in here, so that it would so that it can be if you want to, you can use it as a tip in, and just tip it in if you want to, or you can take this out and glue it down. So anyway, that's what that is. That's actually a Christmas box, and so are this tag right here is a Christmas box. Okay, so and I got some pretty dolphins that I got from Beth. This is a piece of painting paper that's on vellum. So I'm going to be using all sorts of stuff. I'm going to make some pumpkins because it's fall, y'all. And I thought I would see which pumpkin was better for it. I've got some pumpkin die cuts. Let's see, I've got these pumpkins on this right here. And I'm going to take, and I'll probably have to make a larger tag because I'm not sure I've got one. But I'm going to have to make a larger tag like this one here, about that size. Make me a larger tag. And I've got this right here that will make a larger tag. It's just going to be a little bit shorter, which is fine. So that's what I'm going to do. So I just loved your videos with you and Freddie enjoying that store. Oh, and what was she named her spinning wheels? I just love that foot spinning wheel. You know, I love that foot one, didn't you? Oh, I've never seen one like that before. So that really did. I said, oh my goodness, I just loved watching it, and so many beautiful things in that shop. So much beautiful wool. Oh my goodness, it was great. I said, I'm so glad you take me along with you because we don't have anything like that here. Maybe somewhere in the United States, but I haven't. The one that I did see that was similar was a felting place, and so it was a felting place, and they closed it down. They had all kinds of wool like that. Thank you. But some of my painting paper I made. I think I made that vellum one. but Janice Glines made some of it. Um, she sent me some diabetes papers to help me learn about diabetes and stuff. And she said, Teresa, she says, this just does not seem like Happy Mail. So I added a few extra things. So I thought, how sweet, you know? That was so sweet of her, I think, that she would add Happy Mail because she didn't have to. She was just sweet and did that. And that was, oh, I just can't say enough to, she was just so sweet about it. So that's where I got the orange. Did you see the orange painted paper or the orange dyed paper? She made this beautiful orange dyed paper. Now I do not know how she made it, but my pumpkins are gonna be done with this. Is that not gorgeous? Hey, Letitia. Hi, how are you? I'm just fooling around here. Um, I'm going to be working on some more die cuts in a little while. I have to take my time since I had that surgery because my hands don't want to operate as well as they used to. Anyway, here's my, oh, well, I didn't line that up very well, did I? Anyway, see that little strip of blue right on the edge, right? Yeah, I just figured since I hadn't been able to really do much, I didn't want to go live just to sit here and y'all have to be bored. Who knows? I'm probably boring you anyway, but that's okay. Uh, I enjoy watching y'all and Lisa. Oh my gosh, she's so good. Janet, have you watched Letitia's Mama Lisa? She is such a sweet lady. Um, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take and figure out how to make me a cute pocket with this. So I'm gonna cut this little trimmy piece off right there, and I'm gonna flip it over and use this part for a pocket. But I'm thinking I might go and instead of putting it on yet, get my paper edger and 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 do a paper edge to it. I don't know. Will that be too busy, y'all? Do y'all think that'll be too busy? Yes, it is great, Janet. I can't do as much as I want to, but I'll get there. So I'll get there. They said it'd take 3 to 4 months for it to heal up enough for me to use my hands, and then it'll probably take a year before it's totally healed. So still not get. Um, Thank you, Letitia. Uh, I was wondering if that would be too busy, but I was thinking about taking and trimming it up a little bit, maybe, or I don't know, maybe put a little bit of this on the top of it since it's pumpkin. Let me pull this down a little bit because if I do it this way and put a little bit of edging on it, what do you think? Do you think if I do the edging on it with the orange, that'll be too much? Oh my goodness. Um, well, we'll have to tell you, Lisa Mama. That's Letitia's mother is Lisa, and I'm so sorry, Letitia. Would you tell her uh uh what her name is on Facebook? I cannot remember. I'm so sorry. She does a lot of Christian art, Janet, and it's just it's beautiful the way she does things. She draws, she sketches, the life experience. I've got to write that down so when I'm telling people about her, I don't have to just say Lisa Mama, because most people think when I say Lisa, they think I'm talking about Lisa Conway, which she's Lisa in my eclectic life, and I watch her. so and your mother's probably way younger than I am, so she probably doesn't want an old lady calling her mama. So Anyway, but yeah, let me, you see how wide this is. Don't y'all like the way I measure things? But anyway, I gotta dig out my stuff. How'd you like the card? I sent. Okay, so this is the pocket, and I showed that on your group, I think, Letitia. Um, and 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 Janet, Letitia's mama didn't know what die cuts were, and she was telling me, "Well, I don't understand y'all's artist lingo." So Letitia had to show her what. Um, oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I've got another one tonight. Beth sent me another name. She said, Teresa, can you make another one for this lady? And I said, sure, I'll make one and send it to her. So I said, well, I can't sleep. There's too much going on in my mind right now, but you know, it is what it is. Um, but like I said, there's just way too much going on in my mind for me to. Hmm, I don't know if I want that or not. I'll decide later. Put that out from over here because I'm just going to keep fiddling with it and waste time if I do. Anyway, did I do that one? I did. Did this one so far. I haven't decorated any of them. This one, and this one so far. My tags that I'm working on. Sheree at Turquoise Dreaming is doing a hashtag Tag Tuesday. So I enjoyed watching her autumn video on her tags. And so I'm going to take this one because I think of the deep, rich colors, the wine colors in apples and all that, um, as being fall colors. So this right here being the it's kind of a goldish green. I don't know if you can really see that well on there. And this is kind of a wine color, a reddish wine, like a wine South apple. And then this one right here, I've got these, and I'm fixing to. I guess I'm going to end up cutting me another tag for this one. Um, and like I said, it's out of a Christmas box that I said, well, you know, that'll work. So let me cut this edge off. And you know, it's weird. I got fabric scissors, but guess what? I don't use them. I don't use them on my craft stuff. They're hanging right here. See? Fabric only. But if I take them down and use them when I'm crafting right here, I will use them on my paper and everything else. Well, that jumped off, didn't it? Anyway, so I'm going to cut this edge off. And what I'm going to do with this edge, because it's a seam, I'm cutting it kind of rough. I'm not trying to be straight with any of it. Come here. Get over here. Yes, I talk to my work as I work. So I am going to take and use this to do the tie with. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use lined paper on the back so that it's a writing spot for my journal. I'm going to use lined paper, like notebook paper on the back. Well, thank you, Letitia. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, so, and what I need to do here, I really do hate this cutter, but you know, it is what it is. It just doesn't cut very well, and it's not really all that old, and I haven't used it very much. But it just, it's hard. It's so loose when you let this out, it won't stay out. And so I was watching to see if anybody else was going to be on. I watched Zena until I got booted, and then I came in here and got on my computer, and Zena was gone. So I said, well, and nobody else was live, so I said, well, I've got to learn how to make videos so I can just make a video while I'm watching other people, figure out how to add music to it and stuff like that. I don't know all these things. So, anyway, and then still need to cut some more off of it. So I'll cut this little slice right down the side. I'm pulling that thing back out. Yeah, it's just not, it's just a stubborn cutter. That's all it is. Okay, down here I've got parchment paper, so you don't have to worry about me getting glue and stuff on my table. So, and this is what I do is I just smear glue everywhere. Everybody else uses a magazine and this and that to put it down. Not me. I just use my table. So I figured I better let me turn it over so I can see where I'm going with it. I'm gonna pull this up and ta-da! I'm gonna flatten this out, and then I'm gonna cut this little tail off, and I'm gonna throw it over there until it dries some, and then I'll come trim it off. Okay, good night, sweetheart. Rest well, okay? I wish I could drift again. My mind's been too full. Okay, so now there's these. I probably will not stay on long. I just didn't want to sit there by myself in the quiet. It gets too quiet when you do that sometimes. Okay, and then I'll have some of that for clusters. That's a little card that I wrote out. I'm gonna fix that to put in one of my journals. It says, "I'm stumped," comes from the pioneer travelers getting their wagons hung up on a tree stump. You've heard that, right? The pioneers, people say, "I'm stumped." Well, that's where that comes from. It's from the pioneers getting their wagons hung up on tree stumps. So, and now Teresa's got to pick all this stuff up. Oh, and I'm going to take these, what is that? I've got to make another friend of mine. I'm going to make her she's a sweet lady. Her granddaughter's got hurt. I'm going to make her a birthday card. Because her birthday is also today, same as my husband. I'm going to make her one, and I'm going to take that little heart thing, and I'm going to pick all this stuff up and put it back out of my way. I got a box sitting over here beside me, y'all. Trying to keep my area clean because when I pull this thing out, I don't want to have to clean up around it. This thing is a pain in the hands when you lift in it. I mean, because, they don't look all that heavy, but these little machines are heavy. Those rollers in it, they are really heavy. They really are. So what I'm going to do is get the circles and stars off of it. I really need to take these plates and wash them in the sink because they're getting kind of dirty looking from all the paper and stuff. The colors and stuff blend together on it, and they really do a number on it. Okay, so I'm going to take these little hearts because I'm going to take them and cut them out, and I'm going to put a couple of them down on the birthday card. And then I'm going to cut some more out of different stuff. And let me show it to you here. See, isn't that cute? See, it cuts the center. And then I have the center of it that goes right there. See, that's a cute little heart, don't you think, Janet? So, anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting some of these hearts in their birthday cards. I'm trying to get better about sending out birthday cards. And if I look and I see somebody's birthday, like Beth's was September 3rd, so I sent her a card, and I've been working on her some die cuts. But I haven't quite got them all done yet and everything. And because my hands, like I said, I have to stop and go and stop and go. So Janet, besides touring wool shops, what have you been doing? Besides playing with Freddie, that beautiful dog. Oh, he's so pretty. Freddie is so pretty. Almost like my Blue, except my Blue's got blue eyes and he's white when I can bathe him. He's not a happy camper when you wet him. And this actually goes with another die set. I don't know if you've seen it, the ballerina die set that I have. This actually goes with it. The hearts do, but I really thought the hearts would be cute using them on birthday cards and everything, because hearts are all year round. People use them a lot just for Valentine's Day, but not me. I like hearts all year round. I gotta get busy and make the envelopes because my cards are not the right, don't fit a regular size envelope. So I figured I could make some stuff up, and throw in there with my cards. And I figure as long as I'm working on these hearts here, then I can make up enough of them to put in Happy Mail, maybe send some Happy Mail out. Like I said, there's someone named Queen Bee. Have you seen them? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it finished, girl. Yeah, I've got a few things from my fairy book, and I just keep gathering them up. And when I get all the stuff I need for my fairy book, then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make my fairy journal, because I'm going to take my time and I'm going to make it, and I'm going to use cute stuff. I'm going to use nothing scary or anything like that, because I think my granddaughter says she wants my fairy book, my fairy journal, for her daughter, which is my great granddaughter, and she's 2, so that's probably what will happen to that one. And she looks at my stuff online where I drew the butterfly. I painted along with Beth the butterfly and everything. Hi, Queen Bee, how are you? Oh my goodness, I don't know what time it is here. I know it's early. See, you fussed at me, told me you needed to see new material from me, and here I am. So here I am, okay? Let's see. Let me look and see. I'm in Alabama. It's 3:39 here. Oh yeah, I love making Christmas cards, birthday cards, everything, and every year I send out Christmas cards too. Yeah. So, and I appreciate you. You come in and everything, and I've been watching the videos that you've posted and everything. So I've enjoyed that. So that it's been really good. I get to watch different things because things that I wouldn't normally watch because I've subscribed to you. So, now there's my heart. I think that's enough hearts. Now I got to figure out where I've done put my desk. Just is not big enough. I need a whole wall of desk just for this. So, Janet Nash also has a channel. Queen, she also has a channel. She's got a nice little channel. Okay, so I tell you what I was thinking about doing though is taking this little uh, card and making a birthday card for men out of it. I don't know. Can you see that? It's a cute little car though. So, but right now I'm working on this pumpkin. It's gonna be orange, very orange. So I can figure out how to open the package. These pumpkins are supposed to go with this car, and I'm not really sure why they are, unless it's because of the design on them. But I was going to show you about this pumpkin here. But I thought about taking this pumpkin right here and making, because this pumpkin has the designer pumpkin and the outer pumpkin that goes with it. Okay? And so, let me lay that die over there before I knock it off somewhere. And it's got all these little bitty pieces and stuff, so it takes me forever with these fingers nowadays to get this stuff done. And Janet is in the UK, so it should be around 9:30 her time. Okay, so I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do the pumpkin in yellow and the outer side of it in orange. I think those colors would go well together. So I'm going to do the pumpkin in yellow. And they can be used that way. Give them a good thump. Sometimes these pieces just fall right out and you don't have to sit out here all morning and picking them out. But I'm going to get this one cleared up so I can finish up the pumpkin so y'all can see what it looks like when it's done. You see, and there's the yellow part. Now, let me brush this stuff off in here. Yeah, I can tell. You're very good at it. Oh, I want you to, yes, get over that. Because I tell you what, this doing art is one of the things that's the best thing because I don't know, some days like today, I don't know what I'd do without art because I'd be sitting in there by myself and I'm so happy for YouTube and being able to get on here and have someone to talk to. And oh my gosh, I know I'm probably boring y'all, but I'm sorry. It's just been a hard day today, or yesterday was a hard day. And then you put that piece behind it, or you can use it like it is, either one of them like they are, but that piece can go behind it too. Makes it backy. So there's one. And see, I thought about taking it. And the reason why I chose the yellow is because of the backing on this. It's got a lot of orange, so instead of using the orange on it, You see that? Anyway, I'm really bad at showing things. I'm not sure where to put stuff. But anyway, so now I'm going to take and do the opposite to this one. And I know a lot of people take and they die cut 2 or 3 things at a time. For some reason, it doesn't work as well for me when I do 2 pieces at a time or more. It just works out better if I just do one at a time, get it done right, you know. So it just works out better. Slow and steady is my thing. Slow and steady. So if I get in too big of a hurry, I won't be able to finish. I'll get disgusted with myself and think that I don't like that and I won't finish it. Y'all ever have that problem? Yeah, thank you. Oh, wait, I'm gonna cut the little car out and show y'all what it looks like. Okay, so this one here, like I said, just do a few little thumps and it usually loosens everything right on up. So all you gotta do is just kind of bend it just a hair bit. And take all these bits and pieces out. Now see, I think when they did the pumpkin, they should have made the die that goes behind the car too. So that, you know, if you cut the car out in black, say you could cut the background out in red or something and put behind it like the pumpkin. But there it is. All right, and there's all kinds of little doodads that goes with that pumpkin too. It's got even it's got leaves and a smaller pumpkin and everything that goes with it. So right now I'm not gonna cut those out because then I got to go and find my green paper to make the things with. So anywho, come here. Then the car, let's see if it's just barely big enough, isn't it? Okay. We'll have a yellow car. I like yellow cars too. So we'll have a yellow car. And I think I might use it as an embellishment because on one of those darker color tags. Because I think it'd look good on it. And this one takes a little longer on thumping. Like this. Well, this is what I'm doing. I'm just thumping the paper, getting it to let go of all these little pieces that should be coming out here. Pieces of the tire and all that stuff. I have a little pokey needle that I usually use. But I was thinking about using it on one of the darker tags if there's no space on it. So, but I'm not going to poke it all out right now. I'll take it in the living room and poke at it instead of poking at everything in here because, you know, I can do without having to sit here and poke while I'm playing. Cause I like to play. Okay, I don't think that's going to work for that. And y'all, I take sandwich bags. They're easier for my hands, I think. And I just drop my dies into it. And I have these boxes over here with dies in them that I use. And so, and I've got, let's see, this orange. And it's kind of a yellow orange. And I think it'll go well with this too. But now I gotta find my other stuff that I'm gonna use with it. My other dies. And they're over here in my box, stuck around with everything. Well, that's my inspirational words. See, I love die cutting. I really do. Just my hands won't let me do too many of them before I have to stop. No, I know I just had them things. Oh, well. Let me turn around and get to these. I have this case here with dies in it too. So, gotta find me some dies. Let's get some flowers. Flowers are good. Flowers are always good. And since I don't think I want to use that one. Okay. So Queen Bee, are you in California? Yeah, I like tone on tone. I think it looks really pretty. Tone on tone, I do. Oh, I don't like that. No. These dies come with these little metal shards on the edges of them where they put them together. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to clip them off so that they won't mar my paper, because they will mar your paper. And you got to be careful using wire cutters on your dies, because you can mess up and cut your die with wire cutters, and that's not what you want to do either. Hi, Allie. How are you doing? Just playing around here. Couldn't sleep, so I came in here and started doing. In a little while, I got to quit and go bake a birthday cake, though. So there's one orange. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple more of these with this orange, because I'm going to use the other orange as a layer part of it, as a layer on it. Figure Janet will probably be having to go and take Freddie out in a few minutes. Freddie's a sweet baby, I tell you. He really is a sweet baby. Good morning, Sylvia. How are you? I'm just playing around this morning. Till time for me to go in there and start baking a birthday cake. Today's my hubby's birthday. Now I got flower things that I'm gonna trim off, and pumpkins. I'm gonna trim off, and I can use on maybe a cluster or something. Okay, now where did I put that? Y'all gonna find out. I talk a lot to myself about things, because I'm always putting something somewhere I shouldn't put it. I can't find it when I put it. There it is. I found it. Now I'm going to use these. Let's see. Yeah, no. I've done that before. Don't like that one. So I'm going to use this. one. And whenever I do this, I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to use them as layers. And the reason why I go back and forth twice on them is because of the fact that when I do that, it kind of makes it embossed. I don't know if you can tell it, but it kind of embosses around it and makes it kind of curve on the edges and everything. So that's why I go back and forth 2 times on mine. That's why I think that an electric die cutter probably wouldn't do me much good, because I'd have to run it through twice to get the effect I want. Because these dies also do stenciling. You can use them as a stencil. You can use them as embossing. There's so many things you can do with dies that people don't realize, and it should be right that you can, because dies are expensive. So now I need one more, because I got 3 deep orange and 3 light orange. And I may make some more of the deep orange to layer with this, and just put this as a center layer, because to me, tone on tone is better than having the same tone of the color, because you can't really see it unless it stands out, and it's hard. And for me, it's hard to see. So there's that one. Put these back in this little box here. I'll check them and see which one I like the best, and then I'll cut the leaves that I want. Okay, so my green is embossed M&M paper. That ought to look kind of cute with M&Ms raised up on them leaves, right? Come back here. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Right there. I don't memorize the profile pictures too much, because they change them on me. But the profile names, I try to remember when I know somebody that has a channel. Now, see, I don't know how to link other people's channels on my channel yet, but I will get there, because, like I said, my computer, for some reason, will not even let me upload a video. It won't let me record long enough to make a video. Okay, so here's this leaf. Let's throw this one over here. Of course, that's the other side of it, but it wouldn't show up if I showed you that. But there's that leaf. And let's do this leaf. See if we like it any better. They did? I'll have to go back and watch it. Are they doing a collab or something? Oh, thanks. Thanks, Janet. Here's this leaf. It's kind of a little more slender than that one. But they both look almost the same, don't they? Except for this one has some wider bases to it, and this one's a little more slender. So now I got to figure out which leaves I want to use. Decisions. I see people all the time asking the people in the chat, what should they use? And they think they're undecisive, but just when you've got a choice, sometimes you just can't make the choice that you think would be best. You like them both, so when you find somebody in your chat and you say, "Hey, which one should I use?" and they tell you which one, it makes your choice so much easier. It really does. But no matter what I do, okay. So should I use? Come here, pumpkin. Okay, here's my pumpkin. Should I use this vine with it? Let me see this vine here. And there's this vine. And it also has smaller pumpkins that you're supposed to put around it, but I haven't cut those yet. I wanted to get the basic thought. Yeah, see, I like live streams because I get to talk to people. I like them to talk back to me. Oh yeah, I can't help myself. Talk to pumpkin, right? Okay, so then whenever I get my tag made up for it, this is just an example. See, I'll probably go the other way around and use the other pumpkin because this kind of matchy orange right here. But I know I made two pumpkins. There it is. Turn loose of the car, pumpkin. Those pumpkins grab everything. I'm telling you, they got fingers where you didn't even see fingers at. Okay, so I got this pumpkin. I'm thinking about putting on this tag and deciding on which vine I should use. Because I got these two different vines. I got this smaller vine. Come out there. And then this little bit larger vine. So now, decisions, right? Yes, my pumpkins are very talkative today. Y'all are all my pumpkins, right? Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Sheree, um, Turquoise Dreaming Sheree is doing a Tag Tuesday. And so I know I'm late, but this is for my Tag Tuesday. She's doing an Autumn Tag Tuesday. So this is for my Autumn Tag Tuesday. And then I have this one here. Get over here. This one here. And when I poke out the holes on my car, I may come back and put it into this tag here. And maybe put this pumpkin on the tag or something like that. I don't know yet. I haven't got that far. I haven't cut my fairies today. I haven't been cutting fairies today. So, yeah. Okay, so that's enough leaves for these pumpkins. I'll have to make some more pumpkins if I want to make more leaves. Okay, so I've got the leaves for my pumpkins. Now I need leaves for my flowers. So I'm going to do leaves for my flowers now. I'm leaving. I'm leaving on a jet plane. No. My computer, I'm trying to figure out how to use my computer because it's kind of a new one. So it's training it to do what I want it to do instead of it doing what it wants to do is a whole different story here. So I'm trying to learn how to do video uploads and stuff. because there's times, when I'm watching someone else and I'm working along with them, I like to show what I've done. Um, when they're doing their live, like Beth, she does live on uh, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, uh, starting at 5 o'clock Central on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I sit here and I work along a lot with Beth. So if I could learn how to make my video work long enough to where I could video it, I could upload it to my channel showing what I did when I worked along with Beth and with Lisa and with Tanya. And so I just enjoy working along with all of you. Like when I'm doing Janet's prompts and Becca's prompts and all that, I really enjoy that. I really do. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay, that's all the leaves I need. I have leaves now. Well, Teresa, you're good at this. I lose all sorts of things. I am not like Janet. I'm not like Beth. They are perfect. They do things perfectly in their streams. And I'm constantly losing my stuff. I am. I surely am. Janet's singing for me. Yeah. Janet's singing to us. Thank you, Janet. Okay, now I need to figure out where my happy birthday is. And try to figure out which happy birthday I'm going to use. So that I can cut my friend's card. Come here. Plant. I got to get in here and get my room cleaned up. That's for sure. Okay, now. There's butterflies. Maybe I should use butterflies. I never used that one. I might try that one. Beth likes my bees, and I've sent her some bees. Let's pull that one out. I know it's here someplace. In one of these, I just don't. I've got to get away. That's Christmas. I don't want to send you a Christmas card yet. Well, I'll get there one day. Oh well. So I'm gonna make some more cards for Sheree and her 2 daughters and her son. I don't know if I can get it to her son or not because they got into a bit of trouble and he's not with us right now. So I'm gonna make some more cards to give to them because Sheree just lost her daddy today. And I thought that I would make them some cards to send out and let them know that I'm thinking about them, that I love them. Sympathy cards. Queen Bee is a promoter. She promotes channels, Janet. She does so good. Queen Bee does. Queen Bee does promotions. She has promoted my channel. That one video that she said something about on my channel got 1,600 and something likes. So she's got a lot of people that follows what she says. She's got lots of people that follow. And this one always comes out real pretty right here. But it kind of reminds me of Easter. Pull this out so I can kind of lay it there and let y'all see what I'm talking about. It kind of reminds me of Easter. And it's got a center to it that I usually send along with the die cut. So there's a 2-in-1 kind of deal here. So I really like that. And I try to send out Happy Mail at least once a month to people. You know, I don't expect anybody to send anything back. That's not why I do it. I just hope that somebody smiles. And it may be a day that they need a smile. You know, that when they get a Happy Mail and everything, it may be that day when they need that smile. Am I getting my head in y'all's way trying to get this thing in here? I'm sorry if I am. All these bits and pieces I take out, I usually put them in a little jar, unless they fall in the floor, and then I don't fool with it because I roll all over them in my chair. I put them in a jar and put them in shakers, because there's just all kinds of different little things and all that and I'm not going to sit here and poke out every little hole, because I know y'all don't want to watch me do that. But I like to do the first one and show y'all what it actually looks like. If I can get the thing to come out of here, I'm gonna have to use see when it's hard to come out like that, you got to be very gentle with it or you'll tear it up. And there's all your hard work for nothing. there's all your twisting and turning for nothing. You know, and there's so many little bits and pieces in these. And when it cuts good, I can just thump it. But sometimes it's like it gets stuck in there. And I'm not going to poke it over a little hole, but I'm just going to give y'all a just quick see. I've seen this one. Let me throw it over to the side here. And as you can see, when I get it all cleaned up, it'll be another lacy looking one too. Okay. And I'll clean it later. Like I said, I'll sit in there in the TV room, and when my husband and I are sitting there watching TV later today, I'll sit there and poke these out, and that way I can get them in my Happy Mail and get them going. Sit there and work on, see, I've got my card bases all made up. I make my card bases in advance so that I can just take and decide the colors that I want to use on them and all that. And so, and here's the other one. No, that's not the other one, is it? This is the other one. Let's see if it'll fit on here. It may not even fit on here. Let's see if I can turn it around. Go. Ooh, barely. That's a tall boy right there. Nope, that ain't gonna work. So we're gonna go a different route with it. We're gonna put that over there, and we're gonna bring this one over here. See, paper's paper, right? It's just paper. It's just paper. So put that one on there. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you being here. I really do. I do. And I do appreciate the company y'all given me today. Uh, I needed it. I needed it. Thank you. Okay, for this one here, it doesn't have as many pieces to come out, so I'll go ahead and clean it up right quick. Because this one here is that. And it's got a rose and everything, and I usually do this one in white, but unfortunately I've moved my white paper. I have moved my thank you, Janet. I understand if y'all have to go, so y'all go ahead. Hey, Ben. Hey, Freddie. Y'all have a good day now, okay? Thank you, Janet, for keeping me company. So, anyway, there's those. We go ahead and poke this one on out. That way I can just lay it to the side, and I'm gonna clean them up in a little bit. Probably while I'm baking the cake, because it's about time for me to get in there and get started getting my cake baked. For y'all, for those of y'all that weren't here when I said it, today's my hubby's birthday. He's 65 today, and he has requested a German chocolate cake and his favorite meal for dinner. And that's what he wanted for his birthday. So guess what, y'all? That's what he's going to get. He's going to get fried chicken, black-eyed peas, cornbread, and German chocolate cake, because that's what he likes. That's his favorite, and he doesn't get that very often because he has cholesterol, so he doesn't get that very often. He gets baked chicken, broiled chicken. He doesn't get fried, so he's gonna get that today for his birthday. So. Oh, happy birthday, Ben. So he wants carrot cake, huh? Well, Rick, he first said he wanted um he wanted chocolate on chocolate. He wanted just plain devil's food cake, and I told him, I said, well, I can do German chocolate too, with the coconut pecan frosting and devil's food cake. He said, yeah, you can. Okay. But I remember my stepdad, when he was alive, his birthday was September 6th. And so every September 6th, we went and seen him for his birthday. And he requested that I make him a German chocolate cake. I was the only one that made German chocolate cake. And So he requested German chocolate cake, and that's what I made for him. That's what he wanted, and it was his birthday, so that's what he got. And so somebody, my mom, I think, told me, she said, "You're spoiling him." I said, "Well, I only spoil him once a year." And my dad, he liked lemon pie, so he got the birthday pie. My daughter liked cherry pie, so she got the cherry pie. Um, my son-in-law would request me to make the Black Forest cake for his birthday, and so that's. I used to be the cake maker. I decorated the cakes for the kids' birthdays and all that. My grandchildren, when they were growing up, I used to be the cake decorator. Now my granddaughter has took over that. Oh, why not? Why can't you live stream? It's not as hard as you think. It's not as hard as you think. Go ahead and do this. Because I like to do most of these. I like to do them in white, because I can go back and color in the rose the color that I wanted. I can make the leaves in green or whatever. So I usually do them in white, but I have these are for Happy Mail, and I've been requested to make them red. So these are for Happy Mail, and I'm gonna find my white paper after a while, and I'm gonna do another these other crosses in white, so that I can put them on sympathy cards and give them to it's my neighbor that passed away, my husband's friend, my friend too, but he and my husband had grown pretty close over the years, and he passed away, and so I'm going to make the sympathy cards out of these crosses, and I have these three to choose from. I've got one of them already made, and this is why I do it in white, because I can color it the colors I want. Let's see, if I do it in red, it has to stay red. So unless I can figure out some color, some way to cover that red, and I don't think I can. So oh my. Well, thank you. It took me a while before I wanted to do any live streams, and I don't do many of them. I just feel like I really don't have a whole lot to offer to anybody that isn't already on that somebody else isn't already doing. So so this morning I haven't been able to sleep because we found my neighbor, and I've been kind of a little depressed, and I thought, well, I'll get in here and I'll do some art, because you do art and art picks you up. It does so much for you, and you enjoy it, and you get to talk to people when you live stream, and it's just so nice and everything. So anyway, I'm fixing to get off of here because it's time for me to go ahead. Um, the snowman roll, the snowman roll. It has 16. It says 1.6K on it. The last time I looked, which was a tag book I made, and I was just flipping through a tag book. So that's the one that says I've got 1.6, and the rest of them I don't have very many views on at all. So I was really surprised that I got that many views on that one. Maybe they thought it was something that it wasn't, but being a crafter and everything, it just I'm sorry, my voice is going away. So being a crafter and everything, it's just you just you put things up and to be able to see um, where you're at. I'm learning how to label my videos to try to figure out, and then I'm going to figure out how to um, put them in categories, and um, I'm still learning and everything. And so I saw where you said, ask me. And so I said, yeah, one of these days I'm going to sit down and I'm going to figure out how to get in touch with you. And I'm going to ask you these questions. How do you do this? So I am going to do that because I want to learn how to do all this and do it well. See my stuff right here. I have jars and I put this stuff like this. I don't keep, but I have jars that I put this little stuff in. And when I make a shaker card, it's all different colors. And when you shake it, and so I've got these here. I've been trying to figure out how to make these. These are the specimen cards I've made right here. And so these are specimen cards, and I'm trying to figure out how I can make that into a shaker card. So, all right, sweetie, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's watching. I appreciate everybody that kept me company, but I really need to go. So, y'all have a blessed day and take care. I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. I really don't know how yet, but I'm going to try to do that. But it'll be on the day that I can keep my head together. So maybe I can come on again another time and you can come and teach me how. All right. Thank you, Sylvia, for being here. I appreciate you being here, honey, okay? And thank y'all so much. Have a blessed day.